What's going on, you guys? Welcome to The Camera Adds 10 Pounds. I'm your host, Peter Sirs. What's up? I haven't been doing these, and I'm sorry. Our podcast today is brought to you by my good friends at perfectshaker.com. They have all of your fitness accessory needs. If you're a gym person like me, or you have a gym person like me in your life, go to perfectshaker.com. They have workout towels. They have the best workout towels, shaker cups, all sorts of cool stuff for the fitness lover in your life, whether that's you or somebody else. Go to perfectshaker.com, enter the promo code 10 pounds, the word 10, the word pounds. You'll save 15% off your order. And as always, this podcast is brought to you by my good friends at Bucked Up Supplements. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I'm still pretty jacked, mostly because I work my ass off, but also because I take a lot of supplements from Bucked Up. So if you're trying to lose weight, gain muscle, whatever that is, go to Bucked Up Supplements. They have all your supplements: creatine, glutamine, arginine, fucking L-theanine. They have all the enes. Creatine, if I said that already. Pre-workouts are great. Go to buckedup.com, enter the promo code 10 pounds, the number 10 and the word pounds, and you'll save yourself 20% off of your order. What I'm very excited about today, because my guest today escaped from Oklahoma just like I did.
Oh,
That could be like a movie, or isn't there a movie like Escape from LA? LA, yeah, we can do like Escape from Oklahoma.
Yeah,
be the name of this episode. So I met this guy when I was in Oklahoma, and he was also in Oklahoma, but like me, he's also from here. So we're gonna talk about that for sure. He's here in LA, back just like I am. I'm sure great to be back. I'm happy to be back. So put your hands. Welcome to the Camera Adds 10 Pounds, Jake Bassi.
what up, fuckers?
What's up? You can't cuss on the podcast.
I can't cuss on the podcast. I'm so sorry. Just bleep it.
I'm just kidding, dude. I cuss all the time. Okay, so
good to see you, man. Thanks for having me.
If you're not watching, which it's weird that people watch podcasts.
They do.
But there are clips and some really.
Yeah, I do.
Like, you don't have to plug them, but
I mean, I watch like Your Mom's House and Tim Dillon and all that stuff. You know.
Okay, that's a podcast, by the way. He's not saying like that he watches my mom's, because that would be weird. There's a podcast called Your Mom's House.
Yeah.
Two comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I never. If I watch it, it's just because it's on Spotify and I'm in my car, and then I see, but like I've never thought to watch a podcast.
I mean, it started when the pandemic hit, and I was just bored in my house, and I was like, okay, and then now I have a crippling addiction to watching podcasts. I'm just watching people talk, and I feel like a fly on the wall.
Well, I talked about it a couple weeks ago, but podcasts, it was an iPod. That was the whole point. That's why they call it a podcast. And now it's like, you got to have cameras, and you got to post a clip that gets people to say fucked up shit so that people will listen to the whole episode.
Yeah, I mean, and you gotta add production value, and I mean, people are doing them on Zoom. People are doing it in their basement.
Yeah, the Zooms are weird.
The Zooms are weird.
It worked for COVID because that's all we can do, kind of.
Yeah.
But it's a little weird now. But like sometimes it's like, if you really want to have somebody, it's not the worst thing.
Yeah, you know that song "Video Killed the Radio Star."
Totally.
Yeah, well, now the radio star just like got necromanced from the grave, and now it's called a podcast, and everybody and their grandmother's doing it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and it's all for the clips.
Video Killed the Radio Star was the first video on MTV.
It was?
Ironically.
Oh, wow. Hilarious.
That's how old I am. Fuck you guys.
You don't look a day under 600, man.
Okay, so
You look great.
so if you're not watching the podcast, Jake brought his now retro Oklahoma City Dodger hat to the
Minor
podcast.
League Dodgers. Yep.
Did you know that they're no longer the Oklahoma City Dodgers?
They're not. They changed.
They're like which makes no sense. So I'm a big Dodger fan, as you know.
Yeah.
They are the Oklahoma City Comets.
They're the Comets.
The Comets.
So it's still a minor league team, right?
It's still the Dodgers. It's still the Dodgers minor league AAA affiliate, but they're the Comets now, and I still don't remember why.
Maybe they just hate LA that much because we're so much better than them in like every way,
I'm glad you said that. I've often said that, like, you're from here, just like I am. So we're both Angelinos, native.
Mm-hmm.
I've often said I don't like, because I travel. I go everywhere.
Yeah.
I've literally been coast to coast. I've been to Canada, coast to coast. Like, I don't think LA is the best per se. I just think it's the best for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I lived in Oklahoma, as did you, which we're gonna talk about. For me, it's the best. But like, I'm not gonna, like, if you didn't work in the entertainment industry, or were trying to make a life for yourself in it, I don't know why you would live here, other than the weather being amazing and people being beautiful and like the weather being amazing.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
100%. I mean, I'm biased because this is my hometown. You know, I grew up
Exactly.
in the valley, so
Exactly.
just
818
the
till I
818 till I
die.
die. Enjoy it. R.I.P. Brody Stevens.
Shout out to
That's the
Brody.
man right there. Yeah, I've lived in other places. I've lived in New York for a little bit
You
when I was in
did?
college. Yeah.
Oh, no way.
I mean, I wasn't paying bills or whatever. I was living in a dorm,
Okay.
so I don't even know if that counts.
I mean, you lived in New York.
Yeah,
That counts.
I lived in Manhattan, and
No way.
it was really fun.
What school
I
did you go
enjoyed
to?
it. I went to AMDA. I
Oh,
went to an American Musical
hilarious.
Dramatic Academy.
You could have went there
college.
here.
Yeah, I went to the one over here, and they had a program in New York, so I
Okay.
stayed over there for a semester,
Okay.
and it was really fun. I enjoyed it, but it's just it's fucking you can cheat with roommates here because New York is expensive as well,
Uh-huh.
but you live in a shoebox,
Right.
and you're paying like $2,200 a month
Yeah.
for rent, whereas you could pay half of that and split it with someone that you know.
Here, roommates here.
Yeah, you can have
Yeah.
roommates here, and like you said, the weather's perfect all the time.
Pretty perfect.
I've been to other places. I've been to Seattle. I've been to Portland. I've been to
Love
Texas,
all those places.
You know?
Would not want to live in
Yeah,
Seattle or Portland.
rains too much. People are just sad. People are
Yeah,
really
I was
sad
just
over there.
one of the guys in my baseball team. Shout out to Jake, getting a shout out on the podcast.
Mhm.
He's moving to Tacoma, and I was like, and yesterday was like gloomy, like it is today.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, well, fucking get used to this, dude. It's
I
gonna be
mean,
fucking gloomy
a
the
lot
whole
of people
time.
are leaving here, man. A lot of
Yeah,
people are
I get
leaving.
it.
It's getting really
Well,
expensive.
because so that was the thing. Like whenever I'm on the road, I talk to people, and they always ask me about here, and I tell them the same thing. I'm like, I love it. I'm from here. I get to go everywhere. But like, if you weren't in the entertainment industry, why be here? But now, so much of the entertainment industry is leaving here and
Mhm.
filming elsewhere. You're
Yeah,
like,
the
well, fuck.
taxes are
Now,
going up.
now you can't
Yeah.
even say that because it's like you don't necessarily need to be here for comedy. Like, you do comedy
Right.
from anywhere if you get if you get on Kill Tony or something.
Mhm.
You don't necessarily need to be here to act because everything's self-tape. If you have an
Yeah.
agent, like I worked with a guy when I was in Florida a few weeks ago, and he has an agent, but he lives in Florida, so they just self-tape, and he books. I mean, he doesn't book anything huge, but like he works like in Atlanta, North Carolina, like so the the landscape has changed,
Mhm.
but even still, like this is home, dude. Like,
I what I learned when I moved to Oklahoma for a bit is that I got a commercial agent when I
say,
was over there.
which
Yeah,
one did you have?
it was Magna Talent.
Okay,
It
I
was that
forget
one.
who
What
had.
I learned was you could still like this is Mecca, like entertainment capital of the world, arguably, but you can still make a living
Totally,
even like regionally
yeah,
as a comic too, because and audiences out there in butt fuck nowhere, they appreciate entertainment more because it's harder to come by.
most
You
definitely,
know,
yeah, yeah.
so you could just say, "Oh, he's from LA." That alone is a credit on its
Do you know
own.
what's so funny? I don't know if I talked about this. I used to, like, when I first started doing the road, I would, because I didn't have a ton. I mean, I still don't have a ton of credits, but at least I have
Hmm.
some cool stuff now. But um, I would tell them I'm from LA.
Yeah,
And now, depending on where I go, I'm usually like, do not tell them I'm from. I'll tell
yeah,
them like while I'm on stage, but let me get some equity first because people will boo now. People fucking like, and like I said, I'm not one of those LA's better for is
hmm,
the best. I think it's the best for me,
yeah.
but there's certain, like, I almost moved to Austin. There's places that I'm like, yeah, maybe I could live. Like, this is nice.
Almost moved.
I was very close.
What made you not do it?
Just timing wise, things just kept not aligning.
Huh.
But I'm a big Dodger fan, and like, not that that's like the only reason, but as I've gotten older, my family's here,
Mhm.
and I miss a lot of shit anyway. So I just felt like, my nieces and nephews are all like high school. My youngest nephew's in elementary school, so it's like, I don't know, like, you don't know this, but both of my
Mhm.
parents are dead.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, spoiler alert. They
Spoiler
they
alert.
all
Oh,
they all
man.
they all know. Um, so it's like we're kind of all we have.
Yeah.
And I just thought, like, if I was there, I'd miss just like little shit that, like,
Mhm.
I don't know, just like, like a little league game or fucking his birthday party that was literally Saturday, like just stuff like that. And I was just like, as I'm getting older, like that kind of stuff matters to me a little bit
Yeah.
more. And so, but again, honestly, like just certain things just kept not aligning, and so I was like, I think it's just a sign for me to stay.
Yeah.
And then
LA's
I
still
did.
cool because
It's the
look,
best. I mean, it's not the best. It's the best
not
for
the
me.
best,
I love it though.
But check this out.
Yeah.
The big earthquake is going to come, and then
Dude,
a
stop
lot of
it.
people are going to go.
Stop it, dude.
If you can hold out, after like the big quake, whenever that decides to happen,
that's my biggest
people
fear.
are going to go.
That's my biggest fear, dude.
That's for sure. 100%. The Northridge earthquake is like one of my earliest memories. Yeah. So, you know, I just remember being woken up at like 4 o'clock in the morning to like just violent shaking and all that. And there was a small one a couple of years ago that happened at like 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
And it got me out of bed, and I stayed on my bed. I was like, is this the day?
Right.
Is this the day? Like,
that's the
is
thing,
this
dude.
it?
When you grow up here, for those of you guys that are not from, it's not unlike, I'm sure, like if you live in Oklahoma or Nebraska or Iowa, you have like tornado drills.
I mean, you know when
right?
they're coming, you know?
But, well, right.
Yeah.
But like when you're a kid here, we always had these earthquake drills, you know, from kindergarten on. And they would talk about like where you would have to go, you know, and if you're at home, you know, you get under a, you know, a table, well, like all that stuff. But like also like, you know, make sure you have a prepared kit because you might not be able to have electricity for X amount of days, and someone might get, you know, just like all, and it terrified me so much that like every time, even still, there's an earthquake, I'm like, oh, this might be the one.
Yeah, I had a nightmare about it a couple days ago, and I checked my emergency kit, which is in my closet. Everything in there is expired.
Oh yeah.
So now I have to get a new one.
There's like, I don't know why, but I keep seeing that it's something that I watch. Maybe it's wrestling. And there's this commercial for like, there's like a company that makes like these survival, it's like American survival kits or something, and it has like a month's supply of shit. It's like wild. It's like I've never seen a commercial for. It's like, but if they're all like kind of like army ration, I guess.
Yeah,
so you can, like,
that's
put water
that doomsday
on them.
prepper.
Yeah,
vibes,
yeah, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, like, you know, I remember when COVID happened and you went to the grocery store and there was no food on the shelves. And I was like, "Dude, there's no fucking meat here, dude. What the fuck?"
So when did you
I went to Oklahoma
like
the first week of May.
First week of May?
Of 2020.
I visited in March on
like,
Friday the 13th, right when COVID hit.
When it started.
Because there was a family member was really sick. So, and it wasn't COVID, it was like cancer. And I decided to go visit. And my cousin brandished her fucking gun, which you can open carry in Oklahoma.
Yeah, of course.
And she brings it with her. We're going to Walmart to go get stuff. And COVID was fresh. And I was just kind of in shock at the time. Like, oh, this will blow over. This is going to be no big deal.
Yeah,
and I was like, girl, you're bringing a gun to the grocery store. What is going on?
That's just normal. You bring a gun everywhere.
Yeah. And it's like, why are you bringing your Desert Eagle to the freaking Walmart right now?
People used to bring guns to the comedy club there, dude. They probably still do. I just haven't been.
It was a culture I didn't really understand. And then, like they turn on the TV and like this pandemic, it's global now. And, you know, we started getting a bunch of money doing nothing.
Right.
Kept calling my cousin every other day, just be like, hey, what's going on over there? And she's like, oh, this shit ain't even real. I'm like, I disagree. Is anything open? She goes, yeah. I'm like, fuck, really? Like, sign me up. I moved in July.
Okay.
Yeah. So Bricktown and Looney Bin was still open at the time over there.
They closed for like a second, but they opened pretty quick.
They closed for like a month.
Yeah.
And they were back.
When I got there, and I talked about, sorry guys, but when I got there in May, one of the like my girlfriend was already out there, but she always would go out there to work on the farm, like her family farm, and they would do watermelons in the summertime. Everyone knows these fucking stories.
Yeah.
But she was like, the gym's open here. Like, if you want to come, like, you know, for a couple weeks, at least you can work out. Like, I know you missed the gym, and I was like, yeah, I'll go for a couple weeks. But I knew it was gonna be longer.
You ended up living there. Yeah. I was there for a year and a half, got a studio apartment. My apartment, there was a gazebo by a lake.
Yeah.
And there was a gym and a tennis court, a basketball court.
We had 2 gyms at our apartment.
2 gyms. Oh, dude. It was
2 pools.
Paying $600 a month.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is pretty sweet. But I'm also like looking around going, it's Oklahoma.
What part of Oklahoma did you live in?
I lived by Will Rogers Airport.
Okay.
I lived like a stone's throw. I lived on like off of Meridian and Southwest 22nd.
So that's like, considered not a nice part of town.
It's not. There was like a stripper bar like across the street.
Also, so I was just there a couple months ago, and like this girl I was hanging out with, like to me, like I grew up here, dude. So like I know what a not nice neighborhood is, and like what a ghetto and a hood is, and I'm like, when I go to places and like, oh, that's a bad part of town, I'm like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what I
used
mean?
to it.
Like, I'm fine, dude. It's gonna be fine. What was I gonna say? The Will Rogers Airport. Do
Yeah.
you know who Will Rogers is?
Yeah, he was like some kind of like aviation like pioneer. What was he not?
Yeah. Do you
Not
know?
the Wright brothers. That's
No,
like
no,
way
no,
before
no.
that.
But do you know how he died?
No.
In a plane crash.
In a plane crash?
They named the fucking airport.
How do we not have a Richie Valens airport in LA, dude?
Don't they?
I don't know if they do.
There's a Richie Valens highway.
There's a highway.
On the
but
highway.
There should be like an airport named after him for sure.
Shout out to Richie Valens, Pacoima's finest.
Yeah.
But I thought that it was funny. They named the airport after a guy that died in a plane crash.
That's like, well, at Burbank Airport, there's a whole statue of Amelia Earhart, you know, which is like, she got lost.
Did she though?
I mean, either she got picked up by aliens or, you know, teleported in the Bermuda Triangle or whatever. Just like, you have a statue of her.
I feel like you're a conspiracy guy.
Yeah. Oh, I think
Like
I hang out with Sam Tripoli too much. That's the problem. I'm in the conspiracy lane a little bit. Yeah, because I believe of half of what I hear and none of what I see.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
sorry. I didn't think this was going to go this way.
You're good. You're good.
I hung out with a guy this weekend. And we were just talking, you know, like, you know, when you're in a place and you meet people and they learn that you're a comedian and now they don't want to start talking about, you know, Kill Tony or Rogan or like just whatever, like, and so he kind of was like, I think get like a feeler out. And then he's like, I think the earth is flat.
Oh God.
And I was like, oh fuck, dude.
Here
He's
we
like,
go.
because at first he said a couple things and I was like, yeah, like I think that like I think there's aliens. I could talk aliens all fucking day. Like I definitely believe there's aliens.
Yeah, there's no way there's not.
I don't believe necessarily that they get in a spaceship and go to their planet. Like I think there's like some kind of teleportation,
some kind
like
of
another dimension,
thing,
or maybe they're in the ocean and they can tell. You know what I mean? Like I think there's something.
Maybe they've been here the whole time.
Totally,
yeah.
But when he said flat Earth, I was like, God damn it, dude.
No, dude, because okay, so if the Earth is flat, what about all the other planets in the solar? Like, are they flat too?
Well,
like,
they're gassy, so who knows, dude?
Yeah, I think it's. I mean,
the flat Earth is rough, dude. Like I'm not. I think as comedians, we should be at least open to just. I don't know everything, and I want to keep learning things. And I think as an adult, that's one of the cool things is I've continued to learn things. And even like, you know, like we were in Oklahoma. I don't know about you, what your experience was, but like, you know, you were like in the city more. Like I was
you were on a farm,
I was
right?
on a fucking farm.
Yeah, you were in the middle of nowhere.
In a town of 1,200 people. Where everyone knows each other, and like, you know, my ex's dad has like a fucking tab at the local restaurant. Like, I just put it on my tab. It's like, what, dude?
Everybody knows where each other lives.
Yeah, totally.
You know,
and they have like a Facebook. They have like a Facebook, like, hey, there was a guy in a red truck. Didn't recognize him. If anyone just the head, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also like, and whatever. But like, just people that maybe only watch one channel. And get all their information from one channel, and whatever that channel says, and it can go on both sides because you can
small
say
town, small minds.
You could say people here might only watch one channel and they only hear and believe what. So it's like I think us as comedians, it's our job, I think, to kind of take all the information in, and then being like, okay, well, one, how can I make this funny?
Yeah,
but two, like, what the fuck is real and what's not? And I don't know, honestly. But I don't think the earth is flat.
No, absolutely not. No.
I've been in a plane before. I'm pretty sure the earth's not flat.
Yeah, that's a crazy one because it was also scientifically proven like 500 years ago. I mean, you know, the fact that that's even coming back around the horn is
but he
is
looked
pretty
at
crazy
me with
to me.
A fucking straight face and was like, yeah, I think the earth is flat.
And this is some like corn-fed dude in it that works in the field.
Fucking here.
Oh, it's right here? Oh, man.
A guy that, I mean, to be honest, makes way more money than I do for sure. And I'm just like, man, like maybe I just need to be dumber. And like, I don't know, dude.
You could choose that lifestyle, man, or you could choose to question everything. I think
question everything is important.
I mean, you know how there's some comics out there that are just into the shock value of it. Like maybe they're just saying that just to shock you.
Yeah.
You know, because like you have my attention. Right. Do I agree with you? No, but it's the attention that you have. Like there's comics out there that they'll say the slur as the punchline,
right?
You know, and maybe they're using comedy as a guise to just say the fucked up shit.
You're not,
you
wrong
know.
here.
So everybody's got an angle, you know, whether he believes that truly or not. He had your attention.
He definitely
you
did,
know,
dude. He definitely
and that's
did.
usually the point that most people are trying to get across is, people will lie to themselves all the time.
So you do not
you
think the
know.
Earth is flat?
No, I don't think the Earth is flat at all. No.
Okay, so that's because I want to. So okay, so I was in the country in Oklahoma. You were
Mhm.
closer to the city.
Yeah.
What was your now? You had just visited for like, you had family out there.
I've got cousins and aunts, uncles
Okay,
out there. Yeah.
got it. And you decided just because everything was closed here to go over there.
Everything was closed. Well, because it was an amalgamation of things. Well, it was COVID,
I don't even know what that
and
word
then
means.
George Floyd
What'd you say?
was killed.
Amalgamation.
Amalgamation.
That's a word that's
Am I
never
even
been
saying
used.
that right?
I don't know what it means. We'll have to check it in the
Like a combination, like I don't know, like a trail mix of stuff.
One thing I will never, I'm humble enough when someone says a word on this podcast that I'm impressed by, I will, I'll call it out.
Yeah, it's like a fusion. It's like amoebas just kind of coming together.
Shout out to Amoeba Music.
Yeah, hell
the
yeah.
new
We
one
love
is
Amoeba.
not as cool as the old one, I will say.
Yeah, there was the George Floyd thing happened. People were rioting, and I remember this. This is what got me to leave. Mayor Garcetti was giving a speech about just everything and going wrong, and there was a small earthquake during that speech.
Oh,
and I was like, no,
like live.
There was he was giving a speech, and there was like a little tiny, like 4.4 something, just a little one. And that was like enough. I don't remember where the epicenter was, but like I felt it from where I was staying. And I was like, yeah, it's time to go. I have, I've got $12,000 in unemployment that just came through like in a second. I'm like, yeah, I'm packing my shit. I'm out. And then I just lived there until things calmed down. Met some interesting people along the way. I met, we met a bunch of comics out there.
Definitely.
Some of them, and I learned a lot. I was still only doing comedy like about 2-ish years or so
at that point.
And I had learned like, these guys read. They go online. They're informed. So I learned a lot of valuable lessons in what to make jokes about, and also coming from Los Angeles, everybody assumes that I'm a libtard, which they're right. And I was roasting where I was coming from rather than roasting them.
Totally.
Which is
I
what
do both.
wanted. Yeah, both. But you got to roast yourself first.
If I go to a place, if I go to like a place that's kind of a shithole, like they know where they live.
Yeah.
But I don't come in there like I'm better than you. I'm like, where I live, there's guys shitting on the street at 2:00 in the afternoon. Like,
Yeah, I remember saying a joke where I said, it's like, Bricktown is named after every missed shot by the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, you learned your lesson.
It was like a mixed reaction when I said the joke, because people were like, oh shit. And some people were like, why are you hating on my team? You fucking like libtard LA guy.
Well, that's
like,
that's the thing.
fine.
There's definitely like, I do feel like some LA hate nowadays, which, I get it, dude. Like, I think people get tired of Hollywood, like the actors that go on and win an award and then they go on, which I totally get. You have a platform, whatever, but like sometimes it just seems a little preachy, and I get why people are upset with that.
Yeah, I get it too. And also, you get asked a question like, did you meet any famous people?
All the fucking time.
And I'm like, yeah, I've met a ton of famous people, but it's all in passing. It's not like we hung out.
What?
Or whatever, it's like,
you never hung out with a famous person?
It's like, like someone's like, have you met famous people? I'm like, yeah, I have a job on Ventura Boulevard. There's like famous people that come around all the time. And it's like, hey, is that going to be for here to go? And that's it.
Right.
I don't freak out or go like, oh my God, I love your work. They're just another person that exists in space. So it's not like,
but we see it all the time. Like, if I'm just use this as an example, but like if Gwen Stefani is in Oklahoma, which she is.
Yeah, if her husband's out there, yeah.
Yeah, she's married to fucking Blake Shelton.
That
Blake
guy.
Shelton. But like people will be like, oh my God, it's Gwen here. It's like, Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, Gwen's here.
At Whole Foods. It's we just see it all the time, and it sounds like, I don't know, like we're trying to be cool. It just is what it is.
Yeah. And I'm not, like you were just saying, like I'm not trying to be cool. I'm like, I'm just respecting this person. And if anything, they appreciate it more when you treat them regular.
One of my
than just fawning over them.
And I can't even name this person because but one of my biggest idols works out at my gym, and I see this fucking dude twice a week. And we will like he will say hello and acknowledge that I exist and whatever. I don't think he knows my name. Maybe he
Uh-huh.
does, but have never spoken to him in a manner of like I'm a big fan. Like
Yeah.
never. And it sucks because like I would love to because he is like someone that
Yeah.
like I idolize.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is, man. You
He's
got to play
staring
it
at him
cool.
And he's like sees you staring at him out of his
I mean, I try
periphery
not
or
to because
something.
it's just
Yeah.
like, but it is like, fuck, dude, that's so and so. But what's so funny is like, so I'll say this, and it doesn't matter. So one day I had my nephew with me, right, and this is
Mhm.
just and I had to bring him with me, and he had to sit in my gym on the couch, like in the lobby, for an hour, and he played on his tablet, whatever, because
Mhm.
I was gonna take him and do a bunch of cool shit that day. But I was like, hey, dude, while we're there might be some famous people.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, really? Like, who?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Like, we'll see who's there, you
Could
know."
be anybody.
And so I won't. I don't think I'm not going to say the person's name, but
Mhm.
this person's played the Joker, so that could be a
Okay.
few
That could
people.
be a few.
Exactly.
Well, not Heath.
R.I.P.
It's definitely
Fucking
not Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger taking strays on this
I-
fucking
I
podcast.
know, respect the dead, but it's like I know it's not Heath Ledger. That's one process of elimination.
And so I'm like, "Hey, dude, look at the Joker's over there,"
Mhm.
and he's just like, and he does not see famous people ever.
Uh-huh.
And he's just like, eh. And I was like, he's 9 now, but like he was
Yeah.
8. And I'm like, you don't think that's cool? He's like, eh. And I was like, who's like a famous person that you would like really get excited about? He's like,
Mhm.
Mr. Beast. And I'm like,
Oh man. Yeah, how old is he?
he's 8. Well,
He's
he's 9.
8?
He's
Yeah,
9
yeah.
now.
Yeah, I mean,
It's different.
his he doesn't even know unless he recognized like a voice actor from maybe a cartoon that he watches.
Yeah, maybe. Like the
something,
guy
you
that
know?
does the voice for Luffy or fucking, was that his name?
Yeah.
Luffy?
Luffy, what, from One Piece?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
He
I don't know
loves that
that
shit.
voice actor's name,
Okay,
but
yeah,
yeah,
me
if,
neither,
if
but-
he heard. So I met Tim Curry when I was a little kid, but I was like 9 years old. I didn't know the gravity of like meeting Tim Curry because
Interesting.
I saw Nigel Thornberry.
Right.
That's who because he started talking. He's like, "Oh, hello." It was like my godmother worked at Klasky Chupo, the animation studio
Uh-huh.
for Nickelodeon, and I meet Tim Curry, and I didn't even
Yeah.
know that's just a guy. But then he
Right.
started talking and go, "Oh, it's Nigel," and I just like geeked out, losing my shit.
I'm sorry. I know Tim Curry is super famous. And I know him from
Yeah.
like fucking Rocky Horror Picture Show,
Yeah.
Home Alone. I'm
Yeah.
sure he's been a million things. What's
Yeah.
what's this character that you're referring to?
It was a cartoon in the 90s that
Oh,
I
okay.
watched called The Wild Thornberries.
Oh,
Like it was a
that's
show that I
after my
loved.
time.
Loved that show, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see him, and I heard him talk, and I go, "Oh, it's you! You're the guy!"
That's
and
crazy.
like I totally geeked out. Actors, I don't really freak out so much over. Musicians, I tend to lose my shit.
Really?
Yeah, like Ziggy Marley came into my shop one time, and I
would've
was like, it's you. You're the guy. You make the music and the sounds that are so cool.
You like Ziggy Marley?
I like Ziggy Marley.
Okay.
I like
Hell
Bob
yeah.
Marley. I have the same birthday as Bob Marley.
No way.
And I was just like,
What's that?
February 6th.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
yeah, musicians I lose my shit over.
What
'cause
about Rohan Marley?
Rohan Marley? No, I don't think I'm familiar with Rohan's work.
That's his. Well,
Yeah,
he
they're
played,
all musicians,
he
are
played,
they
no,
not?
he played, well, I don't know. I think Rohan Marley definitely played football at the University of Miami. He's the one that married Lauren Hill.
Oh,
And I
okay.
think
That's a
they-
name I've heard before.
Lauren Hill.
Lauren Hill?
From the Fugees.
From the Fugees?
And she won like a bunch of Grammys as a solo artist.
Yeah. That rings a bell
And
now.
then she went out and
Yeah.
was like, I did this all by myself.
Yeah, you see,
And then
for people that know me, like I'm a metalhead, but I'm not an elitist.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
listen to other shit.
Same.
You
I
know?
listen to everything.
I listen to other stuff.
I listened to. I actually wore this shirt because this has metal ties, even though this isn't
Yeah.
a metal shirt.
I can't even make out what the
So
logo is. What
this,
is.
so this is a Dark Sport, which I don't. They're not a sponsor, but if you want to be Dark Sport, shout out. This is a collaboration with the WWE. So this is Rhea Ripley, who's
Oh, nice.
a wrestler, and her walkout is motionless in white.
Oh, cool. They're dope.
They have
Yeah.
a cool song, and they last year at WrestleMania they like came out. They played her entrance while she was coming
Nice.
out, which is pretty sweet.
That's fucking sweet.
But they have some
dude.
cool songs I like too.
Yeah, wrestling and metal just kind of like they
Always.
coexist together.
Always.
Yeah.
But Triple H now is more of a he's like the chief content
Mm-hmm.
officer or whatever. Former wrestler. He's big on like rap. So like they're getting more rap into it now
Yeah.
too. So it's
Rap
interesting.
can go
But yeah.
hard.
Yeah,
Rap
yeah.
can go hard. Like DMX, he's got a hard vocal
We were
style.
just listening to DMX
Little
earlier.
Little
so
John's got like a what? You know, there's
Yeah.
like a gravel
yeah.
to it. I fuck with that stuff.
I want to talk about Oklahoma really
Yeah,
quick.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So okay, so you live in the city, which is a little bit different than my experience. But like, what was Oklahoma like for you? Like, were you like were at any moment were you like, yeah, maybe I'll just stay here. I could do comedy here because I was able to do comedy
I
there.
definitely thought about that
Yeah.
because I thought, oh, I could grow here. I could grow in a smaller market and
Hmm.
then come back,
Right.
which is what I ended up doing. Um, I was at a crossroads at one point because
Shout out to Travis Barker.
when nice when
There's a restaurant on Melrose that's vegan. Doesn't taste like vegan.
at the time I was getting ready to leave, the mothership in Austin was just about to open up, or it
Mhm.
was going to very soon.
Right.
And I had enough money in my bank account to where I could literally change my life and move to any city, anywhere.
Wow.
When things started opening back up again, I was like, oh, do I go back home? Do I go to Austin? Do I go to New York? Do I
Right.
go somewhere where I don't know anyone? Like maybe Colorado. Like I hear like Denver Comedy Works is a good club.
Great
I've
club.
never been there.
I've never been there either, but I've heard it's a great
I've never
club.
been there. I hear really good things about it. I
Denver's
was
a cool comedy
curious about
city.
Denver.
Denver's
Yeah.
a cool city. I almost
Mhm.
moved to Denver years ago before, like 10 years ago,
Mhm.
maybe 11 years ago. I
Yeah,
thought about it.
I
They have a good
I was
comedy
like,
scene.
man, I could really go anywhere. But
Yeah.
then, but then just like the 818, home was calling. My mom's here.
Till I
you know.
die.
Yeah, till I die. So I came back, and I don't regret it because I've made a lot of cool friends out here. All of my friends are comedians now, and
What about enemies? Have you made any
enemies.
enemies yet?
I've made a couple. There's been a couple of setbacks.
Okay.
There's some folks I'd rather not talk to. But that's neither here nor there. With when I lived in Oklahoma, it was like, man, this is really a hard reset because it's flat. There's hardly anything to do there.
Super flat. I had a joke about
There's
that.
nothing to do. It's a state that's shaped like a gun, and they're 49th in education. Like
Oh, they moved up. They were 50 last
They
time
were
I
50.
checked.
Oh shit, we're getting smarter. Maybe it's because they're putting the Bible in the classroom. I don't know. Maybe that they're reading something, if
Yeah,
anything
they
at
were
all.
50.
And it was a good placeholder for the times that were going on.
This is what I say. I made the most of my time in
Yeah.
Oklahoma, as people know, because I shot a special there. I made tons of farm content.
Mhm.
I made the most of it, 100%. Like I just was like, I'm here. While I'm here, I'm gonna keep an open mind, and that was it. Like
Yeah.
it was what it. But had I stayed here, like I wouldn't have gotten just that experience in general. But I
Yeah.
just don't know if my mental health would have gotten way worse because I was in a little tiny 1-bedroom apartment, couldn't do anything, couldn't go to the gym. Like, so to be out in the country and be with
Yeah.
my girl, who I missed, and just like all that stuff,
At
like,
least you could go outside. Like there's not a lot to do,
yeah,
but it's better than being cooped up
yeah, it's
and
better than doing
being stuck.
literal nothing.
Yeah, yeah, it was the worst thing. And I like to go out, as introverted as I come across sometimes. I like to go out and go to concerts and
Concerts, yes.
do fun stuff. There was a big like Slipknot concert like in Oklahoma when I was there.
Oh yes, they did Rocklahoma.
Yeah, Rocklahoma. Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, there is cool stuff to do
Yeah.
here.
Well, that's
It's
in
just
Pryor, which is like a
yeah,
couple
it's
hours.
yeah, and Pryor is there's nothing
There's
there.
nothing in most.
Did
of
you ever go to
Oklahoma.
Norman
Yeah, dude,
to do Othello's over there?
no, I didn't do the mic, but I went downtown. There was a barbecue spot that I liked in Norman.
Yeah,
And there was
yeah.
a burger spot that I liked in Norman. That was so like again.
Brahms is like the Dairy Queen
Fuck
of Oklahoma. There, Brahms is cool.
Brahms.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. It just
Yeah, like, but that was the thing though. So like, my girl was she's my ex now, but she was she's a legit farmer. So like, she would have like these long, 10, 11-hour days, and I'd just be
Yeah.
like, all right, well, let me go discover. And I found like there's actually a lot of like I found a lot of good eating places.
yeah.
I will
and,
say,
and
like,
dating a farmer, not at the time there was no vaccine or no like nothing to like get rid of this thing. So it's like you were dating someone that was really high value.
no,
At the
you're
time,
not wrong. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
what if this shit goes completely
yeah.
fucking south?
Totally. We talked about this too.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I have no life skills, but I have muscles. So like,
You have
what are we
muscle,
gonna
you
do?
can pick things up, put them
Yeah.
down, and she knows how to like, plow the fields and plant the seeds and all
Yeah.
that good stuff,
Yeah.
You got to be able to know how to do that stuff because when the shit really hits the fan, dude, that the food that's on the shelves, that
Well,
has
this
an
is-
expiration date,
This is this is where, and I have different opinions on things, but like being out in the country, I'm
Mhm.
not like I don't. This will be a controversial take, probably. Um, I'm not. I'm not pro gun. Like, I don't think everyone should have guns. I think there should be some like because in Oklahoma you can go to like a gun show
Yeah.
and just walk in and be like, hey, I want that gun, and they give it to
And
you.
you
Like, I
just
don't
get it, yeah.
think it should be that easy.
No background check, nothing.
Yeah,
No,
it
like,
should
"Hey,
not
you
be
okay in
that
the head?"
easy
Like
to get a gun.
like, do you have darkness in your heart?
Yeah, like I want to go get like a farmer's market, get some strawberries. I could also go get some some fucking guns. Like, it
Yeah.
shouldn't be that easy. But when you live in a place like that, like a
Mhm.
rural place like that, like I would think about, just because of where I grew up, you know, like they don't lock their doors a lot of times.
No.
But like, if someone were to break in, like
Yeah.
to where they live, or anybody in
And you
those
call the
parts,
cops, it's gonna take the cops.
It's
like,
gonna take
and
the-
you live far away from
Yeah.
the nearest police station, dude. They're not coming.
like you better have
You're
a
gonna
gun.
be, yeah, you're gonna
to
be dead.
fight them off.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, in this case, like the hogs were like destroying the crops.
Yeah, you gotta pick them
So
off.
they had to fucking pick off the crops, or like to go hunting. Like, I'm not like, I don't hunt, whatever, but like
Yeah.
I think their guns have their place, but I just don't think it should be that
Oh,
easy.
the
to
welcome
fucking
mat
get.
on my cousin's door was, "We don't call the cops here."
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
you know,
hilarious,
they
dude.
don't call the cops. They
Yeah.
just
So but that's like the country. That's the Oklahoma experience I got. Like,
Yeah.
everyone had guns, and
You got the
everyone
rural
fucking,
thing, yeah.
yeah.
I worked at the club over there.
At
for a bit.
Bricktown.
Yeah, I
Oh,
worked
okay.
I worked there. So my I was still getting unemployment from California
Oh,
while
interesting.
working in Oklahoma. So
Hell
I
yeah.
I don't know if I cheated the system
Probably.
or something, but
You might get audited
Nah,
after this
nah,
podcast.
nah. It was 5 years ago. It's fine. I paid my taxes.
Yeah.
No, like I was receiving unemployment from California while
Yeah.
working over there, and you know, I was really smart, taking the best of a horrible disadvantage that was happening to like everyone.
Yeah.
And I worked there for a minute, got to meet a lot of like the cool like national headliners that pass through.
Yeah.
And I get to like, you know, you can learn so much just from watching someone.
Definitely.
You know, no class that you take or whatever, you know, is going to emulate that experience. But if you really watch and study these people,
Mhm.
especially like if the show is sold out and everybody orders their food and you've got like a minute to like step out and watch them, you get to like really watch how they work. And not like, you know, copy or whatever, but just to see how they do
To
it.
see
And
how
it's
it's
like,
done, dude.
how can I take what I'm seeing
Yeah.
and apply that to my
Well,
own
it's like,
stuff?
You know, like I love.
Yeah.
I watch stand up. I think some people get like, you know, I think there's a million different reasons why other comics watch other comics. Like, I feel
Mhm.
like, I'm not going to name names, but I feel like every time this person comes out with a special on Netflix, everyone goes just to talk shit and then put their take on social media, which I won't
Yeah.
do. I watch it because I actually still enjoy comedy.
Yeah.
But like you said, like you want to see like, okay, how'd they take this topic and fuck, did they got to there? But fuck, that was great.
How do
Or
they
like,
weave it? How
whatever.
comfortable are they? You know, like it just feels like a regular. It's just a hangout.
But it's
there.
like you know, like I played baseball my whole life, and when I was younger, I would watch guys and see how they hit or threw or like, you know, pick up pointers. What's he doing in this moment? Like,
Yeah.
you know, and you can learn from watching that, you know, in comedy too. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, 100% for sure. Drew Lynch filmed one of his specials over there
At Bricktown.
at Bricktown.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he filmed one of them, and the hardest part about watching that was that we had to we got to watch it,
Mhm.
but we had to not make a sound because the cameras were right next to us.
Oh, so they were
And
like
didn't-
doing full service while he was filming.
No, the service was extremely limited.
Okay.
And also because when people order nachos or something, there's like just a little crunchy sounds
course.
that you hear. So service was really limited for filming. Like you could order like you know like I don't know what was it, chips and guac and just drinks
Uh-huh.
or
Okay.
whatever. And there was a guy that heckled during the taping, and they ended up not using it. And it was just like we got to see like kind of behind the curtain
Be like, hey,
on
asshole,
how
I'm fucking paying for this. You better shut the fuck up.
yeah, and like
right
how
now.
a special gets shot, you know,
Yeah.
and he got to take a beat and kind of say the same joke again,
Uh-huh.
but it's like it's being filmed, and they could just, you know, they could just do a
course.
quick little edit.
Yeah,
They go,
yeah.
"Oh, I'm seeing how the sausage is made
Yeah,
now,"
yeah.
you know. And I don't remember what joke he said that made me laugh so hard, but I had to like cover my mouth
Uh-huh.
and not make a sound because the cameras were like right there recording everything. So the disadvantage was like I got to watch this, but I couldn't really like
Right.
revel in it, you know.
Shout out. I'm not friends with Drew Lynch. I've met him. I've been on shows with him.
Yeah, I've met him a couple times. He's a good dude.
But I love the thing that his wife, I think they're married, that his wife does.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
like, I guess she has muscles and like trolls will talk shit about, and then so she'll go and
Mhm.
like post their picture on her Instagram and like she'll roast. She's not a comic,
Uh-huh.
and she'll like roast guys that are talking shit about. It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, she's probably picked up a couple of skills.
Totally,
You know?
totally.
Yeah. She's not a
but
comic,
I think
but
that's a great piece of content. I've thought about doing it, but she did it, so it's like I
yeah.
can't just take what. But it's a great concept.
Mhm. So fast forward, I'm here, we're grinding it out.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I had an opportunity to feature for Luke Severide, who's
I
based
know
out
the
of
name.
he's
Yeah.
based out of Seattle and like Pacific
Uh-huh.
Northwest. And our styles are kind of similar. I do a lot of jokes about heavy metal. He also does a lot of jokes about heavy metal. We
Okay.
have like a similar kind of vibe. And I submitted to feature for him,
Uh-huh.
and I just say like, oh, I have family out there. This was
This is in Oklahoma?
This was in
Oh,
Oklahoma.
yeah, yeah.
So this was a Thanksgiving weekend.
Did you message him directly?
No, I messaged Bark the
Okay.
company,
Uh-huh.
and maybe they thought that I still lived out there.
Yeah.
But I said like, oh, don't need a hotel or whatever. I could stay with family, and it was also the holiday season,
Right.
so they maybe because this might be a little like
I've talked about this before. but you can go ahead.
you hit up the club that you want to go to,
Yeah.
and you don't book the flight until after you have the gig confirmed.
Right.
You just go, oh, I'm going to be in town on this day. This day, you're not going to be in town on that day, but
mean,
like you
I
say
can be,
you
of
are,
course. Yeah.
and then you get it, and you go, all right, now you buy the tickets.
Yeah.
So that's how I got that. I lost money on that gig, but
Talked about
this
that all
like
the time here.
I lost money, but this was a very teachable moment. And I got to go back to that club, not as an employee,
Yeah.
but as talent.
Right.
And that was like a full circle, like redemption arc for me
Yeah.
when my time there was up and all that. And I was just like, see, I can come back. And there were some haters over there.
Really?
We don't need to name names, but it's like there were people that were like, oh, he's gonna go back to LA. He's never gonna make it. He's never gonna feature. He's never gonna do anything. He's just
Right.
gonna be an open micer. I come back 4 years later. I'm like, what's up?
Yeah.
I felt pretty fucking
Did you
good
pull your
about
dick
that.
out?
Huh?
Did you pull your dick out?
After the show,
Okay.
I pulled my
Yeah.
dick out for one lady that I spent the night with that night. So
Okay.
full rock star,
Like in a sexual
moment.
way?
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
yeah,
I
dude.
got
That's what I'm
laid,
talking about.
total rock star moment, and it was so fucking awesome, dude.
Never happened to me after a
Yeah.
comedy show ever.
I mean, you were in a relationship when you were out
I'm
out
joking.
there, right?
Happens all the time.
Yeah, dude.
No,
I was
well, yeah, I was in a relationship.
I was
for a
on
long
I
time.
was on Hinge and Tinder and Bumble in
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma.
Oh,
Oh my
fuck,
god,
dude.
I was a supermodel out there.
I bet there's a lot of dating profile pictures with like a deer fucking.
Oh no. Here's the thing about the Bible Belt, dude, is that they're very Christian out there, but like the underground, like the goth community, that's my
Oklahoma
type.
goth
There's
community?
goth chicks in Oklahoma because
Really?
they're suppressed. They're they
So
can't.
they went the other way.
They went the other way because they get Christianity shoved down their
Right.
throat and up their ass,
I mean,
and they don't fuck with that. So there's rebels out
Yeah.
there. So like the goth like underground in Oklahoma, that's where I was going, man.
is there a goth club in Oklahoma?
I didn't go to those, but
Okay.
there's probably a few of them. But I matched with a witch.
Oh, dude, I had a witch on the podcast.
She had my whole chart read and all that, and she was like, "Get me out of here! I want to go to LA." I'm like, "Nope."
Why not?
I'm not taking someone with me, man. It's like I
okay.
can't do that. I don't want to be the guy that's like, "Let me get you out of here."
I mean, maybe.
I mean,
But my ex was. I mean, I didn't bring her out here, but like we met like right when she came out, so I think it just kind of worked for her.
Mhm.
I made the city smaller for her, but
Yeah.
ultimately she went back. But I think it was the opposite. Like she just didn't.
I would almost go
anymore.
back just so I could get laid more.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I just started dating someone, and we're like,
You changed your relationship status on Facebook.
I did, yeah. I'm seeing a gal.
Don't fucking
Yeah,
try to be
she's
modest about
yeah, no,
it.
she's very no, she's tight. I mean the relationship is fresh. We've been seeing each other for about a couple weeks,
Okay.
and
You guys went Facebook official after a couple weeks?
yeah.
It must be love, dude. This is fucking
Well,
wild.
there's the crazy part about that is, I mean, I don't quite know how to describe it, but after our first date, no, check this shit out. So we go to Kabuki Sushi in Burbank.
Okay.
and
Jake
then
spent
I
some
tell
money.
her-
Okay.
I tell her, hey, so I used to work at Flappers. you want to sneak into a show at Flappers? And she's like, oh, we could sneak in. I'm like, yeah, let's sneak in. So we sneak in, and like the whole staff knows me. I'm,
you didn't sneak in. They let you in.
They let me in. Yeah. Sat in the back. By sneak in, I mean, I go, hi, everybody. And then they're like, oh, he's here. He brought a date. And, we got some fries to support the spot or whatever.
I worked at Flappers too.
Yeah. But to her, it was like, oh my God, this is like, this is a huge perk because she's not in our world.
This guy knows people.
Yeah. This guy knows people. We could just go in there. We don't have to buy a ticket or whatever. Right. And, I don't know how to describe it, man, but she gave me this look after I got her to her car. We made out for a little bit. She gave me this look and I felt really certain. I feel really good about this one.
All right.
I ain't getting any younger.
Good luck, dude.
You know, I want to make it work. I've been single for 13 years, dude. And
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. Really?
Yeah.
13 years?
I haven't been in a committed relationship since like college.
Wow.
Yeah. And I mean, I've gone on dates here and there. But like this one, I like this one.
All right.
I like this one.
Good.
I am willing to, put some things on the back burner. Like I still have like my goals and stuff, but I want to spend time with her. I want to get to know her and all that stuff. We like the same kind of music.
Okay.
And she's like, did you make a joke about me yet? I'm like, not yet, but I will. Coming. But that's
always like, I don't want to end up in your act. I'm like, you're gonna end up.
Yeah, it's like you're in my life, therefore you're gonna be.
Do you want dick or not?
Yeah,
you're gonna end up in the act one way or another.
Yeah, she's a real nice lady. But if I was still single, I would probably go back to one of these rural places and live that rock star life.
Okay, so since you brought this up, so I went to a singles event. By the time this podcast airs, it will not have been yesterday. But I went to this. It was a Dodgers singles event, which sounds great in theory.
Mm-hmm.
But it just reminded me of why I don't like going out. I went by myself, which was my first mistake. I should have had somebody go with me.
Probably a lot of single moms over there.
A lot of it was a singles event, but like it was like kind of presented. I was under the impression that it wasn't going to be like a full on like fucking club with a DJ going. And I'm like, this is why I don't go to the club.
Yeah.
Like I don't do that anymore. I did that already. So it was interesting. I Irish goodbye after about 45 minutes.
Oh man. Well, there's if you said there's music going on, there's
loud music.
Yeah, and you're trying to connect with people.
So loud
and music. Talk to them. That's
like, I mean, it was a club, dude.
Yeah.
At 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was like, yeah, I'm deuces.
A singles event.
Yeah.
God.
So
I couldn't I know someone that went to one of those and he was like the only guy there. It was just a bunch of girls.
Well, this is
running around.
I don't want to give away too much.
Person.
This is what I was told. And it might have been true. Yeah, it was fine. I did it. It got out of my comfort zone, which is important, I think, in life, but I probably won't go to another one. Well, like that one, per se, but
Do you feel like it's more difficult because of how dating has changed?
I talked about this with Bridget last week, but yeah, a little bit. I don't think it's just dating. I think it's online dating and like the lack of being able to like it's so I don't do online at all.
That's good.
But
That's good.
People do, but at the same time, times went one way, and it's like for guys, I think it's weird to approach in public. Like, so like every one of my ex-girlfriends that I've met organically.
Yeah, that's really good.
Like, but like, my ex-girlfriend, we met 10 years ago or so. And so it was like, now I meet people organically and I still do, but it's just different. And so I've been trying to like go to different places to expose myself to different people, but there's still the thing where like you have, like I went to, this is actually a really cool thing. I'm going to give them a shout out. Cowboy Poetry Night.
Cowboy Poetry Night.
Yeah, dude. So they have it at multiple places, but I went to this place. It's called Eastwood. It's in Koreatown. It's like a country themed bar. It's a cool spot. They have like video games and like skee ball and like other stuff.
Country bar in Koreatown. What a combination.
I know, dude. It's I just think it's probably just cheaper rent, but it's a cool spot. And then in the back, they have a room and like they have this thing called Cowboy Poetry. And these people come and they let you use these like old school typewriters and you type out your poem and you go on stage and, but it's just a different thing. And I was like, okay, so like I have been like doing more things because it's like, we go on stage or we do shows. I go to concerts concerts too. Like I'll go to
Yeah.
concerts and baseball games and stuff like that. But like other than that, like there's only certain things that I do. So like for me, it's that I'm not going to do online.
Mhm.
Just trying to put myself in
Yeah, you just
situations
gotta shoot your shot,
where
dude, you know?
that's what we talked about last week.
Yeah, a
And
a lot of guys, and this is kind of like in my YouTube algorithm, is that a lot of dudes are afraid to approach because I feel like the Me Too movement has kind of like backfired.
it
Y
has
yeah,
kind of,
it's in some ways. I guess it depends who you
yeah,
ask,
totally.
but like some dudes are just really afraid to like without the intention of coming off as a creep,
Right.
it
No,
would
yeah,
still be
totally.
construed as
Yeah.
that,
I had
you
a thing go
know?
viral because I asked if it was okay to approach a girl at a gym, and I've talked this about this 2 weeks in a row now, but it's just
Uh-huh.
so crazy that of all the shit that I've ever tweeted, that was the thing that went
People
viral.
came after you
Over
for
a
that?
million some well, people started to come at me, and then Joey Swole, who's a big fitness influencer,
Uh-huh.
came to my rescue, and then it went the other way, and then people were kind of arguing with themselves, and girls are
Yeah.
like, "This is why guys don't want to approach because people like you," and it's like,
Mhm.
just be respectful, but there is still that like, fuck, dude, like I don't want her to think
Yeah.
I'm this, and I don't want her to be like, fuck you.
And also, like, everybody's filming their workouts now, so, like,
Well,
your
that's a
approach
whole
is
other
gonna get
thing.
recorded, you know, and then
I
you
would
come off
never,
as, like, a
I would
creep and all
never. If
that.
she's nothing against that, although one of my gym crushes does film a lot, but we already have made contact, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
What do
Uh,
you think of people filming their workouts? What do you think of that?
this,
Like, I'm here to focus, dude, I'm sorry,
so
but, like
we talked about this a couple weeks ago. I used to do it more, and then it just became a thing that like I mean like I it's so funny. Like I like working out all the time, but like
Mhm.
specifically like Friday and Saturdays, if I'm not on the road and I'm here, I like going to my gym on Fridays and Saturdays because it's pretty empty.
Yeah.
But like I'll go like I went Saturday like at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and at within the hour, like I counted like 7 tripods. And it's like, well, who are you guys filming for? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like I work as a personal trainer for like a long time.
Yeah.
So it's like that makes
If
sense.
it's for you and your content
Right.
and
But it's
oh, that's one
like
thing,
no
yeah.
one's like this dude, like there's this
It's
fucking
pissing you
one
off.
dude. He's got like 200 followers. And he's just posting shirtless pictures and he's
Mhm.
doing it. And like it's like, bro, you have 200 followers, nobody fucking cares.
Yeah.
Like you're not bringing value to the
Uh-huh.
thing and you're not making money from this. So like I don't know, and it is frustrating to me because it's like, who are you guys doing this for? Like,
Yeah.
but everyone's just hoping to go viral, I
Yeah.
guess.
It's a
Or
lottery.
like,
Well, and that's another thing about going viral is that the algorithm is a fickle mistress. The trends are always changing.
yeah,
So whatever you post up and it does go viral, whatever the next cool thing is, no one's going to give a shit about whatever you did 2 weeks
that's why
ago.
you gotta milk
It's
it.
always changing. You
You
got to
gotta.
milk it. You know, you got to make fun of the Haktua girl or, you know,
What happened?
have a hot take
What
on
happened to her?
whatever happened. Yeah, what happened to
Does
her?
she still have a
Exactly.
podcast?
I think so. I
She
don't
had
even know. Like
She had a podcast for a
yeah,
second.
she had a podcast.
Whitney Cummings was on
Whitney
her
Cummings
podcast,
interviewed her,
or vice versa, or something like
she
that.
blew up, and now it's
Yeah.
like who cares because this was a micro trend. You
What's her
know,
name?
she
What's
won
her
the
real-
lottery.
What's her real name?
Haley something?
Yes, Haley. That's
I
right.
don't remember. I think it is. Yeah, but you know,
She was from Alabama.
things are always changing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so people are chasing this viral dragon
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I
you
think.
know,
That's what I think of the fitness stuff. Is like everyone's just trying
yeah,
to go viral, and it's like, I mean, that's fine, dude. Like, 'cause,
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, dude, if something goes viral, you make a lot of money.
And how long does it last? You know.
I mean, I guess it depends on what you do with it.
Yeah,
you know?
and at the gym I go to, there's
What gym do you go to?
I go to a Speakeasy Fitness. It's like across the
Oh
street
yeah,
from my apartment.
on Van Nuys or
It's
Sepulveda.
it's the one in North Hollywood.
I haven't been. Oh,
Yeah.
I have.
I'm about to dox myself right now.
No, sorry, dude. I'm sorry. No, 'cause
You're
I like
yeah.
I like highlighting gyms because in the area for people
Yeah.
that are here, I kind of started like a vlog, but like
Mhm.
not gyms necessarily, but because I went to that. I remember I went to that gym when I was looking at places over there, and I was like, oh,
Mhm.
I'll just work out here for the day. And I walked in with all the lights and everything, and I was
Yeah.
like, no.
And it's very heavy on the
Yes,
like
and I
even
was
when you
like-
have your own
No,
music
I know,
in,
yeah.
you still hear
But
like
they have like
the house
they
music.
have like red lights and
Yeah, there's lights and all that stuff. I'm like, is this a rave or is this a
yeah,
gym?
but
Like,
it's
what
like
is
pretty
this?
cheap, so it's like
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. It's pretty affordable for me.
yeah.
And you know, and I'm very mindful. I'm very like I box myself in. I am focused on the workout.
Yeah.
But it's really difficult when the bench press is right across from a squat rack, and there is just a thick, big booty Latina.
Whoa,
I can't not look, dude. I can't not look. It's right there.
We're gonna edit that part,
you know?
out,
It's right there. And I don't want to be a creep, but like that's just in my focal point in my line of sight. And I'm just like looking down and I see her setting up the tripod. And I'm like, fuck, I'm in the shot. Oh,
yeah, you're gonna end up on Joey Swole's fucking TikTok.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up on a TikTok, and I just
fucking weird guy in the background looking at my ass.
I see her working out. And I'm like, ah, shit. Now I got to look the other way, and I feel like sheepish and all that.
But like this,
now my focus is gone.
This is the thing, though, and this is gonna be whatever. But like, I think it's okay to find women attractive.
Yeah,
like that. Like the day, like it. That's just science, dude. Like if you find a girl attractive. Like you don't have to be a fucking asshole and grope her and whatever.
No, of course not. No,
like I'm attracted.
Don't stare.
I'm attracted to women. Yeah, exactly. Don't stare.
That's why I don't wear sunshades in the gym. That's suspect.
It's an LA thing.
Yeah, it's an LA.
People do it all the time.
Wearing shades inside. You fucking creep. What the fuck are you doing?
So much, dude.
Yeah,
it bothers me so much. I'm not naming. It's funny actually because one of the jokers that works out at my gym works out with fucking sunglasses.
He's got sunglasses on, dude. You know he's looking at everybody. You know he's looking at everybody.
Sunglasses on, dude.
Because you can't tell where his eyes are, man.
Fucking joker. Like, come on, dude. Okay, so this is I'm sorry I got to cut because this came up on my podcast last week and then I lost train of thought and then I didn't finish the thought and then people were like, well, what happened? Okay, so we'll finish this up by the way. So I worked for 24-hour fitness for a long time. And I trained this kid. At the time, he was a kid. He was a kid actor in a bunch of movies. He was in Walking Dead. His name is Austin Abrams. Shout out to Austin Abrams. He was in This Is Us. He's been in a bunch of shit since. He's like an adult now. So at the time, he lived in Florida and his parents or aunt or grandpa or somebody would come out and like stay with him for like weeks at a time because he lived in Florida. Yeah. Right. And the rule there was if you signed somebody up for personal training and they were a minor, their parents had to sign like a permission slip every single time. But his parents weren't always with him. So we couldn't always do that. So 24-Hour Fitness wanted to get rid of me because they're a shady ass fucking company. And
damn.
The mom called because my manager was like, his mom needs to sign this. And it's like, his mom's in Florida. I'm his trainer. They know that he's training. Like, we just need to do this so he can keep training. He's only coming to this gym to train with me. And the mom called and talked to my manager. And then she called me. She's like, I talked to your manager. Everything's fine. So Austin will be there tomorrow. And then I went in, trained the kid. And then like a day later, they gave me like my walking papers. Fucking, I was getting fired because I trained him without getting his parents to sign, even though the mom
though she called you and was like totally
cool.
It
wasn't like we were doing it like secretively.
Yeah.
Like they lived in Florida. So I was providing customer service, which is my job as a personal trainer.
Right.
And they were just looking for an excuse to fire me.
Right.
So that's why I got fired last.
What are they going to do? Fax a signature to you? We don't have that technology
that's
anymore.
The thing, dude. I was like, they can fax it. And so what's funny about it though, and this is like, you ever get fired from a job? You ever been fired from a job?
Yeah, 100%. I got fired from Bricktown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. So that really was a full circle moment for you.
It was a full circle moment. Yeah, for sure.
I always tell, and I talk about this because I play baseball still, and I've been thrown out of a lot of baseball games in my career, even like in high school. It's funny. But like when you get thrown out or fired, like they can't do the thing again.
Yeah.
So like I kind of had like my Jerry Maguire moment when I got fired. They're like, just, whatever you do, don't tell anybody. Just keep it between us. Just, they'll walk you out. We're not going to escort you out. But I was like, fuck you guys, dude. You guys are firing me for this. This is fucking bullshit. Like, I was like, fuck you. I got up, I got my shirt. I fucking threw it on the thing. I was like, fuck all you guys. I went off so bad and they're like, just please keep this in here. We understand you're upset. I was like, fuck you. I was like, what are you gonna do? You gonna fucking fire me again, dude?
And can't fire me again.
And I went out. I was like, you guys, I got fucking fired. Fuck 24-Hour Fitness. And it was so, I went out guns blazing. I didn't do the like, who's coming with me? But like I was in that moment, I was so proud of myself that like I fucking like, they're not gonna fire me again. Yeah. Just like when I get thrown out of adult baseball games, they're not gonna like throw me out again. I'm just like, fuck you. You're a fucking bitch, dude. Like, whatever. Like, so
you could work for a different gym or whatever.
Like,
Planet Fitness or something.
Dude, what's so funny? Sorry. When I got fired, I had an Equinox membership. And they're like, now that you're fired, you can't come here for 90 days to work out. I was like, you think I want to fucking work out at this shithole? I have a fucking Equinox membership. And I showed them like my thing and they were like, I was like, fuck you guys. I was so proud of myself.
Wow.
Yeah. And now look at me.
Yeah, you're so fueled by spite.
24-hour fitness.
Do you feel that that fuels you? Do you like when shit like that goes down? Does it kind of inspire you to keep pushing and do
I'm
even
like
better? You know,
I'm not comparing myself to Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan, but like them, I use everything that I can.
Everything is.
I use the cousin that watches all my stories on Instagram, but will never like or comment on any of my fucking posts and like shit like that. Like, yeah, or
It's
like
fuel.
if I see somebody like that I know share a comedian, we're jealous.
Yeah.
Share a comedian's reel, but they never share my shit. I'm like, okay, like
Yeah.
all those things I use as fuel.
Oh, dude.
Just
Oh, yeah.
all the
100%. Oh, there's comics that like they make it, they get it to a higher level, and then they unfollow you because you're still like over here. I'm like, what I do?
I would never.
What I do?
Jake, tell them where they can find you. I'll put it in the show notes, but just throw them your socials and everything.
Yeah, you could find my stuff on Instagram. It's Jake L Bassi, Bassi, a Bass with an I.
I'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah, I produce a heavy metal show called Hellbent for Laughter. I do that's the other bar show that I do. I do monthly shows at the Oaks Tavern in Sherman Oaks. Mostly in the underground. Sometimes I'll play at the Improv. Or when's this coming out?
Tomorrow.
Today. But yeah, I'm gonna be, I'm at the Improv, I'm at the store sometimes, nothing special or crazy or whatever like that. Yeah. You could find me on Instagram. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on TikTok.
Okay.
There's only so many hours in the day, and I don't have a handler for that.
Okay.
Yeah, all my stuff's on there if you want to know my lore.
Find Jake
and all that.
And then if you're listening on Apple, Spotify, like, subscribe. That helps. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, share, all those things.
It takes 2 seconds.
Yeah,
just press the like button so Peter doesn't get upset.
Costs $0. $0. Thanks for listening, guys, and thanks for tuning in if you're watching. And I'll see you guys next time on The Camera Adds 10 Pounds. Thanks.
Hell yeah. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.